can figure this out. Pro streamer.
Everyone, yes?
Ah, there we
yes?
go.
Okay, good. Now, I've got fancy lower thirds. Let me put Riverboatjack. And if I can remember your pronouns from before, and feel free to confirm, she, her.
You are correct.
Love your face. And on Twitter, what's your Twitter info?
I am Riverboatjack.
Same. All right. And I'll just key that in. Do you like capitalize the J? I don't want to get it wrong.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the platform.
All right.
Platforms are dumb, but no, the J is not capitalized.
All right, and we'll do a shout out here as well on Twitch. Bam. All right. Lovely. All right. Cool. Hey, hi.
Hi.
That shit's out of the way. Hey, you look great. Love your face.
Thank
Partner
you.
blanket. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Yo.
I like your mustache.
Thank you. Yeah. You're just pulling my chain. You're just
No, you pull it off.
me, little old
Yeah.
me. Oh,
I think you pull it off.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we're liking the lighting over here too. What are those lights? Have you told me about these? I think I like them every time I see them.
They're just stand-up LED lights that I got off of Radio Shack on a Black Friday sale.
That's cool.
Which apparently Radio Shack still exists. So I don't know if you needed to know that, but
I didn't know that it did, and I'm sort of surprised it does.
I know, right?
Let's go here, make sure this works. Bam. We can go there. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Okay. So Riverboatjack, let's just go ahead and start with a big shout out. In case people don't know who you are and what you do over there on your stream, go ahead and tell us all about it. What could people expect if they were to jump into one of your streams, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, mine obviously Riverboatjack. I talk about socialism and democracy in the workplace. Decommodification of everything that people need to live in a modern society. Those are kind of my two main policy goals and prescriptions, and I talk about how we can achieve those things through common sense policy changes. On top of that, we like going into the source of information, so we dive into research papers. We talk about information. The other day, we dove into a recent study and review of the trans athlete literature. And recently we've been covering the Ukrainian Russian conflict crisis, whatever we're collectively calling that these days.
I don't know. What do we call it? There's like certain framing that's being used, and I don't want to be stupid. And of course, I'm not the expert on this subject. What do you think? What would be a responsible way to frame this?
I mean, up until yesterday, the most accurate way of probably describing it would be calling it like the Ukrainian Russian crisis. But after yesterday, Vladimir Putin, in a televised address, recognized the independence of parts of Ukraine, which is about as close as we're going to get to a declaration of war. So at this point, I would call it the Ukrainian, the Russian-Ukrainian conflict.
Okay. All right. Now, this is where it gets tricky because leftists seem to be coming down on different sides of this somehow.
Yep.
And I'm sort of confused how, but I think maybe, I don't know, maybe it's because they're like me and they don't know much about it and they're trying to jump to a conclusion. But knowing even less than what I do, actually, they know even less than what I do. Okay. Why don't we go from there? Yeah. What do you think?
I think that a lot of leftists, we tend to get preoccupied with domestic policy.
Yeah.
And I think that tends to mean that we tend to be bad when it comes to foreign policy.
Yeah.
Because when we're talking about geopolitical events, like geopolitics is messy. Everyone is a bad actor. Everyone has different interests. Everyone has different has skeletons in their closet. Every nation state has unjustly murdered or bombed or killed in the name of maintaining their own power. And so there's a lot of shit. And so, for example, one of the things that goes around a lot in the lefty circles right now is talking about the Azov battalion, and we shouldn't be giving arms to Ukraine because they have a certain wing of their military that is predominantly controlled by neo-Nazis or people who have neo-Nazi ideology or adjacent ideology. And so obviously arming them would be bad. But then on the other hand, Russia engaging in colonialist invasions is also bad. And, every aspect of this winds up bad. There are downsides to every action. There are downsides to every inaction, because inaction is also an action. So when we're talking about geopolitics, I think that we need to be able to remain consistent to our values as leftists. And so in this particular instance, I wholly support not putting troops into Ukraine, wholly support providing them with material support for their struggle against imperialism, and fully condemn Russia for trying to invade a sovereign nation. And to put this into context, this is going to be the largest conflict that has happened on European soil since World War II. So,
hey guys,
it's kind of a big deal.
Okay. All right. So, Riverboatjack, I think we've established that I'm sort of not a debate kind of guy, more of a conversation lord kind of person is what I consider myself. And I'm not here to get into a debate, but you call this colonialist. Tell us what you mean by that. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
So
yeah. What would you say to someone who doesn't necessarily agree with that right off the bat? Hold my hand through that, please.
So a lot of powerful nations tend to engage in a practice of colonialism or neocolonialism, which is where they leverage their power over less powerful states to achieve different domestic goals. So, for example, in this Ukrainian situation, Vladimir Putin is facing a lot of falling domestic support in Russia. There are cracks showing in the Russian regime. And by the way, for the record, Vladimir Putin is not a democratically elected leader. He basically has rigged every election for himself. He's former KGB. He has now authorized himself to be leader of Russia until 2036. He's essentially an authoritarian dictator in all but name. So his domestic support is really important. The other aspect of this is that the Russian economy is in the garbage. It's been tanking. It was tanking before the sanctions were being put into effect, and now it's really tanking. And that means that he is banking on being able to conquer Ukraine and use its natural resources, whatever infrastructure survives, and its manpower to enrich the Russian motherland. And that's kind of the goal. The goal is to move in, take over, and plunder the natural resources for the benefit of core Russians. There are other methods that nations go about doing this. For example, China engages both in the hard type of colonialism, which is what Russia is engaging in, on a much smaller scale. But they engage in the hard type, and they also engage in soft colonialism or neocolonialism, which is using economic means to achieve their goals via the Belt and Road Initiative is the most famous one for a lot of lefties, where they'll go in, they'll build the infrastructure for a country, almost out of their own pocket. And by building another nation's infrastructure, they can essentially guide that nation's growth, and then they get to reap the benefits whenever foreign contracts come up. So
Yeah.
it's a kinder colonialism, but it is essentially using other people for your own ends. Does that make sense?
I think I understand where you're coming from.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh, how about now? Are we okay?
Now I can
Sorry
hear
about
you.
that.
Yeah.
I think I understand where you're coming from. I'm not sure I'm sympathetic, and that I feel like I entirely agree with that. Just because I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Let me just put it that way. And again, I'm not here to like put you on the spot or like disagree or like have a big debate about this. I'm just like trying to keep some things that I've had in my ear that have made sense to me, and also have the conversation at the same time. Hey, let me see. Instead of like doing the debate thing, but still going on and trying to find a way of trying to hash this out for me and my audience as well. But like, here's a question. Whoops. Oh, wait, I need to put this over here. Pro streamer. I need to put this over here. Did you go away now? No, you're good. Okay. So I was watching this video, and I wonder if you know this content creator. And even if you don't know them at all, I think this would be good too. Even if this is the one thing that I can impart, and share with you about this. Was it this video?
You're so organized.
Nah, I mean, I'm just thinking of things, and I just want to. I just thought of it, is what I'm saying. Okay, so this is a content creator called The New Atlas. His name is Brian Berletic, I think. Now, this is 13 minutes. Do you want to watch this with me? What do you think?
Sure.
All right. And then what we could do is just pause it and talk about it and just hash it out along the way. If there's something you disagree with, we'll just go from there. And
yeah.
And hopefully I can improve my understanding and chat as well. What I'm not trying to do here is be like, hey, how can I improve Jack's understanding? I'm not trying to do this. I'm not putting you on a spot like that. I'm literally just, we're just hashing it out together. Here we go.
I want to do a video about what's going on.
Were you able to hear that, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
cool.
a little quiet, but
I could probably
make do.
I could probably bump it. Here we go.
I want to do a video about what's going on in Ukraine. I've been focusing on Asia. I had been talking about Taiwan and how the U.S. is trying to turn that into a flashpoint, a provocation toward conflict with China. And I want to point out how the U.S. is doing almost the exact same thing to Russia, but in this case, using Ukraine. Now, we have to go back a little bit in time to 2013 and 2014. This is when the U.S. overthrew an elected government in Ukraine. Yes, the U.S. did that. They were behind that. And who did they replace?
Real quick?
Yeah.
So I do disagree on the fundamental premise of just that opening intro, which is that I don't think that the United States is angling in any way for a direct conflict with Russia or China. The last thing that we want is nuclear war, and that is what would happen in a conflict with Russia or China. So that's one thing that I think is like messing with China or messing with Russia is not the same as like the United States invading Afghanistan or Iraq. We're talking about something that is scaled up much higher and would result in like millions of deaths minimum on all sides. And frankly, like the US public is not prepared for anything remotely like an intercontinental ballistic missile leveling Seattle or something like that. So that's just the one thing that I would put out there. I think that this is like more like a chess game of who can solidify like a defensive treaty or a mutual aid pact before it comes to that, and that is what Russia's in some sense trying to do here. To prevent Ukraine from like joining NATO, for example.
Okay, I appreciate that, and honestly, like, this is exactly how I would have envisioned a chat like this going down. Like, I wish I could just have a friend watch this shit with me so we could like talk about this, because it's just me and chat. And okay, this is making more sense. Continue on.
Yeah.
All right.
the government with. The government in Ukraine at that time was not overly pro-Russia and was not
what did you think about him saying that like the U.S. sort of overthrew the Ukraine government, and that was sort of like what got us into this?
So as far as I understand, kind of the history of Ukraine, in 2014 they had a revolution, and I definitely acknowledge that the United States played a role in like probably funding or arming like revolutionary groups. But also keep in mind that up until that point, I would disagree with this video in as far as I understand it, and I could be wrong. So chatters, correct me if I am. From my understanding, the leadership and people in power in Ukraine at that time had basically been rubber stamped by Russian oligarchs.
Okay.
So
that's interesting.
When the revolution happened, like the former president of Ukraine fled to Russia, and has basically just been sitting there ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he does address some of these things. But again, I'm just here to improve my understanding. And okay, so I do appreciate your viewpoint. Let's keep watching.
They were behind that. And who did they replace the government with? The government in Ukraine at that time was not overly pro-Russia and was not overly pro-Europe. It was kind of enjoying the best of both worlds. And when you think about it, that was what was best for Ukraine's interests, for the people living in Ukraine, enjoying the best of relations with both of its neighbors, Europe to the west and Russia to the east. It made sense. And the U.S. does not accept that. You see them doing the exact same thing with China in Southeast Asia. These countries are being pressured to choose instead of just having a healthy relationship with everyone. The U.S. will not allow that. They did not allow that with Ukraine.
Yeah.
Modern geopolitics does not allow you to have like a healthy relationship with everyone. Even on the basic level, even if we took the United States, Russia, China out of the equation, the very system of capitalism that we all live in precludes the possibility of us living just in happy geopolitical harmony with one another. We're talking about different power dynamics, using different power dynamics if you're a smaller country to try and get the best deal that you possibly can. And often, like, you're dealt a shitty hand and when it comes to this stuff. And so I would just say that, like, that isn't a thing that can exist in our current world.
Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah.
And they overthrew the government and they replaced it with, in part, neo-Nazis. And when this was very obvious at the time, I'm going to show you how obvious it was. It was so obvious that if you just looked at the Maidan Square, you could see neo-Nazi flags waving around.
You ready for this flag, people?
But the Western media knows that the Western audience is extremely ignorant, and unless they pointed that out, they wouldn't have noticed. And let's look at this scene right here. We saw many scenes like this.
Lots of Ukrainian nationalism there, and he'll talk about the Svoboda party here. What else does he points out this red and black flag? That's the flag of like the party that when Nazis invaded, they sided with the Nazis. Is this guy, his name? What was his name? I don't know.
All across the Western media, and they never
Stepan something
explained what all of these flags were. They would say something like Ukrainian flags and European Union flags, but then you had flags like this with this three-finger salute. This is Sloboda. This is a far right-wing neo-Nazi political party in Ukraine. They're anti-Semitic, they're anti-Russian, they're xenophobic, they're racist. And they're a party that could not exist in, say, France or Germany, but they exist in Ukraine. And then there was this flag, this red and black flag. This is actually the flag of a far-right neo-Nazi organization known as Right Sector. And Right Sector is flying this flag, and people may or may not know this. This was actually the flag of the Nazi collaborators in Ukraine who helped the Nazis during World War II carry out some of the worst crimes.
I hate when I collaborate with Nazis, Riverboatjack. I can't help it, though.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I understand.
Yeah.
I hate it too.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Against humanity, ever committed.
Are we the baddies?
This is who the U.S. helped into power.
Often, yeah.
And the U.S.
Have you seen this guy before?
I think I've seen like one video of his before. I don't think I've ever seen. I haven't seen much of him.
Okay. Yeah.
Denied this when Russia was warning people what the U.S. was doing and who they were putting into power and emboldening in Ukraine. The U.S. and the rest of the Western media, they said, that's Russian propaganda. That's not really happening. But then articles like this started trickling out. This is from Reuters. They're definitely not.
So Reuters, like not especially. Yeah.
I don't deny that Ukraine has a neo-Nazi problem, by the way. Like I'm like the Azov battalion has done horrific things. So like none of this is surprising to me at all. Yeah.
No, for sure. I even like how Reuters, and I'm not trying to like do I'm not trying to do like a gotcha or anything like that. I'm just literally trying to figure this out.
Oh, yeah. I trust you.
I appreciate that very much. Yeah. I like how Reuters is talking about this. Reuters, notorious for sucking CIA dick. Excuse me.
Pretty much.
Russian state media, and they said Ukraine's neo-Nazi problem. As Ukraine's struggle against Russia and its proxies continues, Kiev must also contend with a growing problem behind the front lines, far-right vigilantes who are willing to use intimidation and even violence to advance their agenda, and who often do so with tacit approval of law enforcement agencies. And this is Reuters pretending that this problem is just emerging, that we didn't know about this, and it's just kind of happening now, and we should do something about it. But that's not true. This was going on all the way back in 2013 and 2014.
I mean, you can pause it here. I would argue that it's been going on for a lot longer than that. Like the Ukraine's like neo-Nazi problem goes all the way back to like World War II and their initial occupation by the Nazis. Right. They tended to be somewhat cooperative when it came to joining, for example, the SS or becoming concentration camp guards. I didn't know that. Yeah, there is a lot of antagonism, for example, between, as far as I understand it, Ukrainians and Polish folks. And so, like, to them, it wasn't as bad. We're okay with taking out our ethnic rivals.
Yeah, the dude's name is Stepan Bandera. I've just found my notes, and they still celebrate
like a
him.
Name.
Yeah,
it sounds like a comic book villain.
They still celebrate him, like they still love him. And of course, Soviets are like, well, fuck fascists, fuck people who would work with fascists.
For sure.
Hey, Jack, I wanted to make sure I did a good job of explaining myself. This is sort of like something I'm learning about, and this is like a new perspective I literally saw today. So, awesome. Just want to make sure we're on that. Okay.
No worries.
Cool. All right. All right. Do you want to keep watching this, or are you getting anything out of this? You want to dip out?
I'm comfortable continuing to watch this for a bit.
Cool.
They were the ones who helped overthrow the government of Ukraine on behalf of the U.S. with U.S. backing. So there's that lie. There's another lie where the U.S. and the rest of the Western media, NATO, they claim Russia invaded Crimea. Now, if you want to know what an invasion looks like, look at what the U.S. did to Afghanistan.
And we were mentioning this before.
2001. Look at what the U.S. did to Iraq in 2003. Look at what the U.S. did to Libya in 2011. Look at what the U.S. did to Syria also around that same time. Okay, look at what the U.S. does.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that I've seen a lot on the left, and I 100% agree.
What about
the United States interventionism and colonial attacks against countries like Libya, Afghanistan, Iraq, etc. I mean, all of the CIA interventions in South America and like Iran. Yeah, we are often the baddies. We are the ones engaging in the relatively unprovoked imperialist aggression, right? And that's not something that I deny or try and like cover up at all. I just think that we need to oppose imperialist aggression from whatever the source may be, whether it's the U.S. doing it, Russia doing it, China doing it, etc. That's my basic position on this. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this? I think I'm realizing then that I don't think I necessarily see this as imperialism as much as I see it as just anti-fascism. But what are they? Am I being played as a leftist or whatever? You know, I don't know, right?
Yeah, I don't think that Vladimir Putin has that much of a problem with fascism, if I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
He's a fucking former KGB agent who has like killed his opposition, has killed his any reporters who oppose him in his country. That I don't think that Vladimir Putin and the oligarchs. Keep in mind, by the way, Vladimir Putin is very probably the richest man on earth.
Yeah.
His net wealth is conservatively estimated at $250 million, or $250 billion. Sorry. It's very likely that he has like at the very least $500 billion spread around in unknown assets. He is not that fussed about fascism or the rise of fascism. And this is where I think it gets a bit messy, right?
Sure.
I think generally, and I agree with this position too, like we're like, oh yeah, fascists, neo-Nazis, yes, let them be smashed. And that's I think smashing neo-Nazis, that's great, that's good, I'm in favor of that. At the same time, unchecked imperialism that leads to mass invasions on the order of like millions of people, I think that might be worse. I don't know that an invasion into a country with 14 million civilians that are going to be massacred is worth it. I mean, like, look at the United States, for example. We have undoubtedly a white supremacy and fascism problem when it comes to our police, our military. There are massive problems with that in the United States as well. I don't think that problem is fixed with a massive invasion. I think actually, if you want less Nazis in Ukraine, the absolute worst thing is invading them. I think that will radicalize far more people to that position.
All right, this is all. I'm like new to the discussion. I'm
not trying to throw anything at you.
I like that we disagree, but like I don't have I'm not there.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I'm not the one making the decisions here. I'm just someone watching. So it's okay if I don't have fully formed thoughts. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying the discussion. Okay. Well, how about we keep watching, see what else comes up? Because I'm loving it.
That's what an invasion looks like. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people, their lives.
Yeah, this is a bit of a excuse me. This is a bit of whataboutery, is maybe what you'd say. Fair.
Yeah. Another thing to keep in mind here is that the revolution took place in 2014. Yeah. Things were really messy around that time, and then in 2015, Russia annexed Crimea. And so there is like this element of Ukraine then basically brought every militia group into its military. which included the neo-Nazi elements, and that was probably a mistake on their part, I would argue. But yeah, to some degree, there is a lot of back and forth between Russia and Ukraine that is escalating and radicalizing a lot of people.
Very good.
Destroyed, countries flattened to the ground. That's what an invasion looks like. What happened in Ukraine, and more specifically Crimea, was not an invasion. And you know who told us that it's not an invasion? Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, U.S. State Department funded propaganda. This is an article from 2014. Parliament okays Putin request to use Russian forces in Ukraine. And when they say in Ukraine, they mean Crimea. Russia's upper house of parliament has voted unanimously to approve President Vladimir Putin's request for authorization to use Russian armed forces in Ukraine. The Russian move comes after Putin's office said Moscow will not ignore a March 1st request for peacekeeping support made by Sergei Aksyonov, the pro-Russian prime minister of Ukraine's Crimea region. Crimea, at that time, had a special autonomous status within Ukraine. They had their own parliament and their own prime minister. And the prime minister said, we don't want to be part of a country that is being run by neo-Nazis. We would like to have protection all throughout the Euromaidan.
Yeah.
So
I was wondering, you probably have an issue with the framing there.
Yeah. Okay. So there is an element to this, right, where there are a lot of people who are very principled in their stance against fascism or ultranationalism in Ukraine. That is an element of truth there.
Okay.
The part that hasn't really been mentioned is that Russia has been funding these political parties, and Russia has been funding these separatist regions and arming them, and in a deliberate attempt to destabilize the Ukraine for these particular regions. It has been a long-term project for Russia to do exactly this. So that is leaving out, I think, some very important context to the story, right? It's not just, oh, this guy just didn't want to be a part of a fascist nation. He also wanted to, join the hand that feeds him, as it were.
Okay.
So that is a relatively major and important element of this.
All right. You're saying context missing is that, and this is new to me, Russia was arming separatists in the area. The separatists being, I'm sorry, am I getting that right? Did I put words in your mouth?
So Russia was both funding the political parties of these regions, and also arming like the separatist movement in like Crimea and in the Donbass region. Like that's where they're getting their heavy artillery from. That's where they're getting their ability to shell from, etc.
Okay. And you say they were doing that to further destabilize it so that they can do the imperialisms.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just here to understand your viewpoint. I really appreciate it. Thank you for helping me.
Protests and riots and armed violence. I mean, people were being killed. And so Crimea was very concerned about security, and this was not an unreasonable...
It's just been this one fucking topic. I've been like, I don't want to talk about this or learn. It's just like, God damn it. You know what I mean? Again, like I've got nothing to do with it, but I gotta figure it out at this point.
I mean, I think another important part about this is to listen to like the narrative that is coming out of like the Kremlin, for example.
Okay.
So yesterday, Vladimir Putin gave like an hour-long speech where he essentially said that Ukrainian independence was a massive mistake. It should never have been independent in the first place.
Okay.
It essentially is an illegitimate state.
Yeah.
With no mention of like really like, oh, we're opposing the fascism in Ukraine. It was mostly just a long justification for why it would be totally fine if, hypothetically, we took over all of Ukraine.
He called it ancient Russian land. Woof.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Coming in hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I learned from the Bo video. Did you see Bo's video on this?
I haven't seen
It was
Bo's
like
video.
this
No.
morning. Okay. I was wondering if you had a take on that. It was a very Bo video. And definitely different from this angle. So that's why I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Okay. I'm just gonna keep hitting play here.
Quest. Also, Crimea is overwhelmingly Russian. The people there are Russian. They speak Russian. They identify as being Russian. And so why wouldn't they want Russian protection? And eventually, why wouldn't they prefer to rejoin?
I'm sorry. Is there someone that you think's got a really good take on this?
You know, I
Other than you?
haven't found anyone. Yeah,
You've got the best fucking take.
I have
Let's
the best
fucking
take.
go. Yeah.
Like I think that so this is a really complicated situation,
Yeah.
right?
I'm torn. I'm tied up over here. I'm confused. Unconfuse me.
So like I remember how I was talking about how like smaller nations have to make like basically the best of terrible options when like larger powers come to play.
Okay.
I was talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
A lot of this history doesn't just go back to 2014. It goes back all the way to World War II.
Yeah.
You can actually see very similar patterns emerge from countries that were part of the USSR and were conquered by the Nazis, where a lot of people in those countries were happy to collaborate with Nazis because they wanted to defend their own country. You see this happen in Finland. You see this happen in a lot of other nations as well. It like an invasion is something that will simply just radicalize more people to the ultra-nationalist position. And honestly, like if we really wanted to go in depth, like this is something that's been happening since like the birth of capitalism. Like this like we're talking like 200 300 years ago. Some of these patterns going back.
If you can go back in time and shoot the guy that invented capitalism, would you?
Would I shoot the capitalist baby?
Yeah. Yeah. Could you? Are you socialist enough? Are you based in lefty enough to do the right thing? All right. That's an interesting thought. Never thought about that before. Shooting the capitalism baby. All right. We'll see what Brian's got to say.
I know we're memeing, but capitalism is a necessary step to achieve socialism in the Marxian view. So
that's the
I don't know. You know, it's I don't know.
Yeah. And then we get to keep all the toys that capitalists made. Yeah. Here we go.
Russia, the Russian Federation. And that's exactly what happened. And this is what the US and the rest of the West and the Western media, this is what they're calling an invasion. They continuously call it an invasion. And I want to point out one other thing, and this is kind of a subcategory of all of this that was going on and kind of helps explain why Crimea wanted out. This is the Atlantic Council, so they're definitely not pro-Russian.
Hold on, help me understand. You're not buying this? You don't think Crimea wanted out? You think it was more Russia doing the imperialism? Is that accurate?
I think that there is a lot more complex political feelings on this issue than like Crimea wanted out. Keep in mind that Russia was also sending elite Spetsnaz units into Crimea prior to having authorization, and they were just saying they were elite special forces without insignias, without any markings. They were deliberately covering the fact that they were filling Crimea with troops. It was I don't know to what extent you can have an accurate polling of data when you have a bunch of elite commandos being deployed to your area with pretty advanced training and weaponry. So I genuinely on this issue, I genuinely don't know what the people of Crimea wanted. Given what was going on the ground at the time. All I will say is that a lot of the Russian a lot of the Russian justifications for the annexation of Crimea that I've seen have been really weird. Like, oh, they weren't allowing us to speak Russian in Crimea. I haven't heard that is actually a huge problem from a lot of the people on the ground, but
The language law.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's I haven't really heard much about this. It could very well be that is a huge problem, and I'm just wrong.
Okay. Seems
but
pretty bad on its face.
Another part of it is that the argument is, well, they're ethnically Russian, so they should be part of Russia.
Yeah.
And that seems to me like a sideways argument for ethnostates.
Ugh.
So I don't think that
You're
that's
not into
I don't think that's a
ethnostates.
good argument at all.
Yeah. We've talked about that. No, we don't have to talk about that. I'm sure you're just not into ethnostates. Okay. Okay. I think I'm understanding where you're coming from then. Let's keep watching that.
Or Russian propaganda. They say how Russia weaponizes the language issue in Ukraine. And what they're trying to do is blame Russia for a language issue in Ukraine. They admit there's a language issue in Ukraine where people speak Ukrainian and Russian. They're kind of similar, but you know, there's people who speak Russian.
Just one bit of like context. A lot of people in Eastern Ukraine are bilingual.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know that it's as big of an issue as people are making it out to be, but
okay.
And Ukrainian, and some prefer to speak Russian more than Ukrainian, and vice versa. And what was going on in Ukraine was because you have these ultra-nationalists now in power, these neo-Nazis have unwarranted influence over the entire country, including areas where people are ethnic Russian. They were trying to do exactly what the U.S. is accusing China of doing in Xinjiang. They were basically doing genocide, except for real, openly, and they were passing.
Yeah.
By the way, the current president of Ukraine also speaks Russian. So, like, the idea that like they're just anti-speaking Russian is a little sussy to me.
What is this? It says, chatter says Ukrainian government made people speak Ukrainian instead of Russian in businesses. So, like, that's the thing? I only heard about the language law today, and I'm just piecing it together now. You're watching it live.
I'm a bit torn on how big of a deal that actually is. How much can you actually? Okay,
well,
sorry. That's like my response.
Sure, I guess it's still a question mark for me. In terms of
that would obviously
in terms of the
bad,
effect,
but
it seems bad. But I don't know, maybe that's not something I've heard a lot about, other than I think through this guy's video. So I can't speak to it at all.
Passing all of these laws, there was a language law where they were going after the Russian language. Right here, this language law, and so this was Ukraine
talk about it much.
Literally doing what the U.S. is accusing China of doing with no evidence
all
at
right,
all.
So I have no idea what that's about. So I'd have to look into it.
This was Ukraine openly doing it, and so this is why people in Ukraine who are ethnic Russians wanted out. They wanted to get out. You have these.
Okay.
Yep.
So here is what I'm seeing about the language law.
Okay.
A law came into force in Ukraine on January 16th of this year that requires all national print media to be published in the country's official language, Ukrainian, in a bid to push back against the use of the Russian language in the public sphere. That is some editorialization on the part of this article, but the law adopted in 2019 does not ban publication in Russian, but stipulates a parallel Ukrainian version of equal scope and circulation must be published too. So basically, yeah, do both.
Boof says, Dan, RU made up massacre against ethnic Russians in Georgia before the invasion. That was like their pretext.
Sorry,
Georgia?
what was the question?
Someone's saying that RU made a RU. I'm assuming the Russian is that the Russian media agency? They made up a massacre against ethnic Russians in Georgia before their invasion in Georgia.
Yeah, that's been something that they've been doing.
Okay.
I mean, Putin himself, they're doing it in Ukraine at the moment. Putin talked about how Ukraine is genociding the separatist regions of Ukraine, and I have not seen any evidence of that whatsoever.
Okay.
That's a pretty heavy accusation to make with zero substantiation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Eastern regions of Ukraine.
It's one of these things. The more you find out about it, the more you realize how little you know.
Yeah, it's super messy.
All right. Well, here I am down in the muck.
That a lot of them now have Russian passports. You have Crimea, which is now part of the Russian Federation, and the evidence supporting these reasons are right here. You couldn't get more anti-Russian if you tried. This is the Atlantic Council. This is Reuters. Okay, this is Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, U.S. State Department media. So when you hear the Western media say, oh, Russia invaded Ukraine, oh, there's no Nazis in Ukraine, oh, no, the people in Crimea had no reason to want to rejoin Russia. It's lies. It's lies that even...
Real quick, I don't think... I haven't seen any Western media saying there are no neo-Nazis, there is not a fascism problem in Ukraine. That's not something I've seen.
Yeah.
Maybe it was sarcasm or something, or maybe it was hyperbole. I'm not sure, but that isn't a thing that I've noticed.
Perhaps a straw man.
Perhaps
the Western media has exposed by at least touching on the truth, if only temporarily. Now, getting back to this right here. First on CNN, U.S. intelligence indicates Russia preparing operation to justify invasion of Ukraine. Well, let's read a little bit of it here. The U.S. has information that indicates Russia has pre-positioned a group of operatives to conduct a false flag operation in eastern.
This is I think from 3 days ago. Okay. So I guess it's a minute old. He does have an updated one from today. I think I may have meant to pull that one up, but I shit the bed.
That's okay.
Okay. Well, how about this? Let's bail on the rest of this one, and we'll catch the updated one. It's very short. It's just a couple of minutes. Okay. And this might help me understand even better. Here we go.
Is Russia invading Ukraine? And the answer is no, you can't invade a country that was already invaded and is currently being occupied. Now, an invasion by any...
Just right there.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't love it.
Yeah. I don't know about this guy. I don't know about this guy, Dan.
All right.
I don't know about this one.
Well, I got to learn one way or another here. You don't agree with the framing because
I don't agree with the framing because he's basically going, yeah, the Donbass region where Putin recognized the two republics yesterday. Yeah, you can't invade an ally. I mean, they're being occupied and they signed a mutual aid treaty. So yeah, it's not an invasion. They're just going in for a peacekeeping mission.
Okay. All right, Brian.
The other name is still
invasion ally.
Yeah.
The outcome that we're looking at in 2014, the United States openly admitted that it overthrew the elected government of Ukraine. You had U.S. senators in Kiev on stage with the opposition. You had people like Victoria Nuland admitting that the U.S. pumped over $5 billion into the Ukrainian political system.
Since Ukraine's independence in 1991, the United States has supported Ukrainians as they build democratic skills and institutions, as they promote civic participation and good governance. We've invested over $5 billion to assist Ukraine in these and other goals.
And articles like this from The Guardian, as far back as 2004, admit that these uprisings we kept seeing in Ukraine were an American creation, a sophisticated and brilliantly conceived exercise in Western branding and mass marketing that, in 4 countries, in 4 years, has been used to try to salvage rigged elections and topple unsavory regimes. And adjectives aside, what they're admitting is that the US was meddling in another nation's elections and overthrowing governments that they didn't.
Real quick.
Yeah.
All nations that have the capability to do this generally do this, unfortunately, because that is the state of geopolitics. Do like attempt to meddle in other countries' political systems. You see it in the U.S. with like Turkey coming in and like dropping a bunch of money to kind of canoodle with and sweet talk the Trump presidency, for example. Or you see this with other countries funding senatorial campaigns in the United States via backdoors and back channels. This is something that every country does to some extent. So that's one thing I would say about that. I think it's generally bad to meddle in other countries. But we also need to keep in mind that while the U.S. was doing that, Russia was also doing that in Ukraine, supporting their guy. So that both sides are doing it in the same country. I don't know.
Okay.
And then replacing them with governments they did like. That's exactly what they did in Ukraine. In 2014, the US put into power a regime in Kiev that answered to Washington, not the Ukrainian people. Nothing could be more obvious. They have destroyed the economy. They have divided society. And under their leadership...
Did you see the Gravel Institute video on it? Did you dislike it?
I did.
Yeah, you did dislike it. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't dislike it.
Okay.
It's just that I think that, again... it ignored a lot of different parts of context for this conflict. I think, again, lefties in the United States, we tend to get really myopic about foreign affairs.
Yeah.
And I think that it's really easy to say Nazis bad because Nazis are bad.
They are.
They are.
True.
They're really, really bad.
Yeah. And I'm brave. I could say that on my channel.
Yep.
You could say it too. You're brave too.
We're brave.
Yep. We're brave.
Honestly, if you're watching right now, standing ovations for both of us.
Thank you. Please clap. Please clap.
The situation is just that while I acknowledge and I think that Nazis bad, especially Nazis bad in institutional power in Ukraine. Yeah. I think it is far worse for Russia to be openly engaging in an invasion and just defining the invasion so that it's, we're not really invading, Okay. I think that's worse. I think that's a worse thing. And that in order to be consistent as leftists, we need to condemn that action. So.
Okay.
All right, a couple of seconds left in this one, and maybe the cringe will be over.
Territory. They lost Crimea, and now they're losing the Donbas region. And this is all thanks to the U.S. And the U.S. and its occupation by any other name, but still an occupation of Ukraine. Just because it doesn't superficially tick all the boxes off of an invasion and occupation doesn't mean that it isn't. All you have to do is ask yourself one question. Does the government in Kiev represent the Ukrainian people?
Sure.
The real invasion was when the US gave political dissidents money in 2004. That was the real invasion, not the Russia putting literal artillery into Ukraine. That's not the real invasion. Okay, sorry.
No, I hear you.
Or does it represent Washington? And if the answer is Washington, then Ukraine is occupied, and all Russia can do at this point is help liberate it.
All right, that was the end.
I think any narrative that is trying to portray Russia as a liberating force is woefully misguided at best. Russia is an authoritarian regime that does not have an interest in liberating other countries. The internal politics of Russia are not like they're world do-gooders. That is not what pulls the levers of power in Russia.
Yeah, I entirely agree. Okay. Chat, any last thoughts about that video? Riverboat, last thoughts about that video? I'm really happy that I watched that with you. I really am. And I know that you didn't like it. But that's precisely why. Because I thought I liked it.
That's okay. I've been enjoying learning a lot more over the past several days. I had a good base of knowledge going into this, but there's a lot of messy shit going on when you start getting into like the treaties. And one of the interesting parts about this is that depending on how much credibility you want to give them, there are third-party observers permanently stationed in Ukraine as a result of certain treaties.
Yeah.
So there have been there's more information on this than we would typically have for a lot of other countries. There's been a lot of interesting stuff coming out of the region, and I would just say be extremely skeptical of a lot of the different narratives going on here. Especially, I would encourage you to be extremely skeptical of people saying U.S. intelligence or Western intelligence as a whole apparatus is doing a Rock 2 electric boogaloo about this, because they want a war. Except that every Western country has committed themselves to non-intervention in Ukraine, aside from providing like material support. So this isn't going to be like the U.S. going into Ukraine to fight Russians, because again, we're nuclear powers. We don't want to risk that type of confrontation. And Ukraine is not a part of NATO, so NATO is not obligated to defend Ukraine. And it's there's a lot of hyperbolizing going on around this, and try and keep it grounded, you know. Okay.
Well, I appreciate that.
I encourage everyone.
Yeah, I appreciate you came by to share that with us, and I think you're going to get me to think about this a little bit more and try to learn. I'm just learning here, you know.
Yeah, I'm just learning too.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not like, you know, it's not like we're solving the world's problems by talking about it.
None of us can do anything.
Right.
We can just have opinions.
Yeah, I'm literally just like, what's the best use of this time? I'll just try to figure out what the fuck's going on here. Well, I've kept you for an hour. I don't want to keep you any longer. I don't want to assume that I have more, that I can take more of your time. But
a delightful hour it has been.
I thought that was chock full, and I like the idea, Riverboatjack, of being able to have a conversation with someone you might not be immediately sympathetic to, and then just have the fucking conversation. You know what I mean? You know how that's like an impossible thing on the internet? How about we make a new model?
It's really nice that we didn't do the usual internet thing of screaming at each other. That was nice.
It's really
calling each other dumb fucks.
I don't want to do, like, I'm tired just thinking about it. Like, it's exhausting, right? So I'd rather just literally give you the space to, like, tell me, you know, the things that I think I might not agree with, so that I can, like, hear it out. And especially since I'm not the expert here. I've got so much more to learn. But it seems like we found a couple spots where there's like, hey, I'm not 100% sure what's going on here. So, and of course, it's a developing story. It's not done. You know, the world keeps spinning, and we're going to learn more and more about it, and we'll find some more resources. I want to invite you, please share with me like a really good resource. If you're like, here's what Dan's missing, please, please, please. I want to invite you to do that, because I found this to be a good chat. Okay. At least about that topic. What else have you been talking about on your channel?
For the last couple days, we've just been talking about propaganda, Russia, Ukraine.
Yeah, look at that.
I mean, I think this entire situation is good for learning a lot about how states use propaganda for different ends.
Yeah.
And I think it's been really educational for a lot of people, myself included. But beyond that, we've been we had a bit of a chill period where we were just kind of reacting to like true crime. I don't know. Have you seen any Matt Orchard?
I don't know Matt Orchard, although I'm sort of into true crime.
Matt Orchard has one of the best true crime YouTube channels.
Okay.
He's from New Zealand. He puts together just really interesting cases that I think are somewhat revealing about not just like the crimes and the circumstances around that, but can be used to extrapolate interesting conclusions about society.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, and he's just kind of delightful. I like him a lot.
Matt Orchard, Crime and Society. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Is there one that you'd suggest? They're all like an hour long-ish or more.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of them are pretty good.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. The Salacious Saga of Anthony Weiner was really, really interesting because it's not necessarily about like murder, but more like the death of a political campaign.
He got murdered. I can't say it. Murdered.
The Lie of the Polygraph is also another really interesting one.
Okay.
How police trick you essentially with polygraph tests.
It's not science. It's not admissible.
Not at all.
It's
not even close.
No. But they trick you because we watch too many fucking movies. Is that it?
Pretty much.
Probably like too much Law and Order, right? Even though they don't do it on there.
If you ever want to get into just one of the worst cases of just police being the most bumblefucks you've ever seen, Larry Nassar is in a lot of trouble. Is that, I mean, massive trigger warning on that. Larry Nassar sexually assaulted like hundreds of children.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
They brought him in for questioning like 5 times. And we're just like, motherfucker pulls out a fucking PowerPoint and explains to a police officer how he molested kids. And the police officer's just like, yeah, no, that sounds like you're doing your job. And let him go. What? It's so insane.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That guy's bulletproof, man. You must think he's fucking invincible. Until
no kidding.
Holy shit. Okay. Good suggestion.
So yeah, we've been covering that.
Cool. I'm into true
using
crime.
it as a springboard to talk about like sexual assault and law enforcement.
Very good. Little Lemon's lemonade there. Very nice.
Yeah.
I see what you did. I see you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I dig.
Other than that, we've been I've been paying a lot of attention to like Steven Crowder lately. I feel like he's just ready to go off the deep end. Like do something like do a show in blackface that gets him kicked off of YouTube. You know, something just like ungodly awful. I'm just waiting for it because every show I watch now has like horrible racial ethnic stereotypes in it. Like anytime a story involves like an Asian person, he'll start like squinting his eyes and like doing a just the worst racialized voice you can imagine.
He can't help it. Like, he loves it.
He adores it. It's so weird. Every episode he'll go out of his way to like attack trans people.
Yeah.
It's really something. And on the worst part is I feel like I'm obligated to pay attention to him because he has one of the largest conservative followings, one of the largest followings in politics on YouTube.
Yeah. He's just not leaving himself any room, you know, to grow in that sense. You know, he's going to go full hog, and then and then what? He's going to have to throw up a fucking Nazi flag in the background. Azov Battalion.
Yeah, I mean, basically, dude, already like fantasizes about doing that shit. So
He does. These
he added in the last episode we watched. He added another gun to his desk.
Why does it?
He has a holster with 2 guns in it, and then he added another gun on his desk.
Well,
Like,
I don't know if you've ever
just slowly upping the ante.
I don't know if you've ever seen a TV crew before, but they're dangerous. You always got to be just ready to fucking.
Oh yeah.
And he's got another one on the desk now.
If they're not laughing enough at his jokes, you know, that's when he pulls out the gun.
Oh, it's by threat,
Yeah,
by pain of punishment.
Basically.
Fuck that guy, by the way, right? I don't like Steven
absolutely.
Crowder. That guy sucks.
Oh, he's insufferable. I don't understand how he has any friends. Like, not just like in like the political space, just like in general. How do people stand being around him?
I can't believe it.
How could you like ever like go to dinner with that guy and be like, yes, he's very charming.
Seriously.
Your incredibly racist impressions are very funny and just endear you to my heart.
Seriously, like it's like he's forever 17 and he's just making content for like a dumb fuck 17-year-old, and he's always doing that. And you'll always be able to get away with everything because that's his audience. They don't have brains that are fully formed yet. How is Babby formed? Excuse me.
Speaking of, have you been paying attention to the Kyle Rittenhouse
Yeah.
accountability initiative?
I hate that guy. I hate that guy. And he's suing people. They said he's suing Cenk Uygur.
Is he really?
He named him.
Oh my god, what a little... I mean, he actually is like a little baby, but...
He's the babyest.
The babyest baby.
He's coping even though he won, man. Let me see what I can find. What did I say? I actually took notes about this. I did a good job today. I took notes when I was like reading and anyways, you were saying?
Yeah, you got a whole like outline behind the scenes.
It's incredible.
Just very impressive.
I know.
Stupid baby.
Someone just called me a stupid baby? Fuck you. I hate you. This says quite a few politicians, celebrities, and here are my notes. Celebrities, athletes, and Whoopi Goldberg's on the list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is from the New York Post, so
What?
grain of salt or whatever. What am I trying to say? Yeah. Did he talk to Tucker, I guess? Maybe this was last night? He said this is Monday, so this is last night. He talked to him last night. I don't want to see
sue everyone who's ever called him a murderer. That's a lot of people.
He's going to get to me eventually. I'm glad my old Twitter account's deleted. Can't find those tweets. Yeah. He said that the co-host of The View called him a murderer, murdered, despite being found not guilty of all charges. Whatever, dude. That happens all the time. Murderers get off, right?
Yeah.
So what? That doesn't prove shit. Anyways. And then she called me a murderer after I was acquitted by a jury of my peers. She wants to... And then there's others. Don't forget about Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks. He called me a murderer before verdict. Continues to still call me a murderer today. Uygur...
You do that all the time.
Yeah. He's a creator of a left-wing program. Rittenhouse added, we're going to hold everyone accountable who lied about me. Hold everyone who lied about me accountable, such as everyone who lied and called me a white supremacist. Did Trump? Did Biden even call him that? They mentioned Biden too.
Yeah, he. There's a campaign video for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
That where right wingers are trying to like say that it implies that Kyle Rittenhouse is a white supremacist because it has like a 1 second long piece of footage of Kyle Rittenhouse in the video.
Wow. And of course he calls it a supremacist. Like they don't even know what the fucking thing is that we're claiming they are. Well, I'm not a supremacist. What? No one said you were. Supremacist. You dumb fuck. You probably got a no step on Sneck flag. Do you notice in the no step on Sneck flag, it's called a Gadsden flag? It says Dant. There's no apostrophe. Don't tread on me. Fucking idiots posting their L's every time they fly their flag. That just reminded me. That's Tangential, but okay. They were talking about Adrienne Lawrence, an attorney and host on the Young Turks. Does that ring a bell? I don't know them.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's one of the legal experts that they bring on sometimes. She's pretty good.
Okay.
I like her.
They apparently in a tweet said, didn't someone call Rittenhouse a convicted murderer? Because to my knowledge, you could be a murderer factually, and even if you're legally acquitted. An acquittal doesn't really change that one murdered another. Yeah, it's sort of like a judgment call, isn't it? It's like an opinion.
Yeah.
We're talking about whether or not a killing was justified. And unfortunately, I don't think the criminal justice system is a legitimate institution. But anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I as far as I understand it, if you're using like self-defense, you're essentially admitting that you did a murder, just that it was a justified murder.
The lawyers would say killing, but yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But she said because to all. Oh yeah, well no, that's the quote. I don't know. And then, what is this about Biden? Yeah, just like you said. He wanted a showdown, says the New York Post, for branding the teen a white supremacist.
Joe Biden showing up at the end of the street, a tumbleweed between him and Kyle Rittenhouse.
Wait, no.
God.
I was trying to think of that song, but instead I did The Final Countdown is the song that came to my mind instead of that other like Wild Westy whistle song. Yeah. Maybe The Final Countdown would work, actually.
Yeah, I think it would.
All right. What do you think? Is he crying for real or is that fake?
That looks like he's trying to force out all of his tears at once.
Yeah, you just squeeze the shit out of your eyeballs.
Yeah. I mean, like, if I was trying to close my eyes that hard, I probably would cry too.
Conservative tears, huh? You know what I mean? All right. I guess you talked to Glenn Beck, too. Fuck Glenn Beck. Did you see the Glenn Beck video with James Lindsay? It just reminded me of that.
No. Glenn
Can
Beck
I show
is
you
not
the
a name I've heard in a long time.
Can I show you the Glenn Beck, James Lindsay? He's talking about
Please do.
The turducken theory of communofascism. All right. Are you still okay hanging out with me? I don't want to keep too much of your time, but I'm just really vibing here.
I'm okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. All right, chat. See, let me know if you can hit me with that video.
The turducken of communist fascism? What?
You have no idea what's about to happen.
I don't. I don't know what that means.
Someone give me this link. He's on fucking talking to Glenn Beck.
Fascism.
All right, hold on.
Wow.
Love your face. I can't pull up the whole fucking thing.
Like every other.
Oh my god. By the way, the whole thing, his whole show is just the funniest thing in the world.
Oh my god. Is Glenn Beck has he become homeless? Is that what's happening in this video?
Are you talking about
wearing
his
like a tattered shawl?
Yeah. I don't know. I think he looks really comfortable. That looks really comfy.
I mean, it does look really comfy. I'm just like,
it's so funny, right?
This is not how I remember him looking.
All right, can I teach you a trick?
He looks like a grandma who would sell you potions.
Oh my god, let me teach you a trick. If you ever want to find a part of the video, you can open up the transcript and then do a search find. You know?
Oh, that's amazing.
I don't even know. Now I'm gonna get a whole bunch of hits from the. Here we go. I think I nailed it. So I just found fascism in the transcript. And you click it, it goes to that moment. Here we go. Play.
Look at that face.
Look at that face. Just, there's not a dry seat in the house, you know what I mean? Making my panties wet.
Fascism, public-private partnership. That's fascism by definition. So you've got the governments and the NGOs
what?
and the...
Just hang on. Just hang on, Riverboatjack. Just hang the fuck on here, okay? Just buckle up, Buttercup.
and the corporations doing working together so that each can do what the others can't to exert control. And now I'm going to maybe blow your mind because I understand this as a religion.
I don't think I've ever seen James Lindsay talk before. He has like a bird beak mouth.
He's got a thing going on. Let's just put it that way. He's I don't know what we say, a face for radio, huh?
Religion. And if it's a religion, they obviously have high-level theological views, including about eschatology, about the end of the world, about how they're going to achieve their utopia, ultimately. By the way, the revolution is rapture, if you need a parallel.
What is going on?
And then there's a tribulation. And then eventually
No,
you
what
get
is
to
he doing?
but
He looks
the kingdom,
so
I should
fucking
say.
smug.
And so anyways,
Sorry, I can't seem to pause
I
it.
now think that what
I'm
happened...
trying my best. I'm not good at this pausing stuff.
He looks so fucking
Maybe I
proud
need
of
it close.
his analogy.
He gets out there. Hold on. You're not even fucking ready. You're not even...
Oh,
I think
I'm
he's going to
sure
get
I'm
into the
not.
dialectics. Hold on. Let me keep going. Hold on. This is so good. Why am I having such an issue with this?
is that the Marxists figured out that they had to incorporate
Here we go.
dialectically everything, dialectical materialism. The dialectic is their program of taking opposites and incorporating them and pretending that they have been brought into one.
What do you think about that? I feel like I just got dumber, right?
I lost. I now no longer remember anything about Russia, Ukraine.
We've done it. We've wiped her brain. Let's fucking go. We can
Higher-level
rebuild her.
concept.
We've got the
They
technology.
figured out that they had
We've got the
had to
we've got
incorporate
the
fascism
propaganda. I'm so sorry, James. I'm speaking over you. That's rude of me.
to make communism work. And so how did they do this? Well, Mao did his thing. The CCP runs China into a disaster. A couple of leaders later, you have Deng Xiaoping working with Kissinger and so on, and they open up the markets of China. But it's all at the pleasure of the party. It's all state capitalism, which is by definition fascism. So what do you have there? You have a communism with fascism inside of it. Communo-fascism. So what is the dialectical opposite of communo-fascism? It's a fascism with communism inside.
This is the most incoherent thing I've heard in a long
Isn't
time.
that great? Have fun. I'm so happy to be with you while you see this for the first time. You're like a baby. Like you're so precious. You haven't seen this video. No, I'm sort of jealous that I haven't seen it. I'm jealous of you because this is just incredible. Let me back up 10 seconds here and do it again.
China. But it's all at the pleasure of the party. It's all state capitalism, which is by definition fascism. So what do you have there? You have a communism with fascism inside of it. Communo-fascism. So what is the dialectical opposite of communo-fascism? It's a fascism with communism inside of it. Fascio-communism. So you have East Asia.
These aren't even words.
We just don't have OC.
These aren't terms
No.
that exist.
No, you're learning. You're learning about these new terms. You're learning. You don't realize it yet, Riverboatjack. This is true.
These are high-level ideas.
These are high-level ideas.
To always be at war with East Asia yet. So if you make China into
Hold on.
this behemoth,
Oh, big gulp, son. All right.
Guys.
Well,
Hey,
see you
Kawhi,
later.
walk-
a communism with fascism running inside of it, so that it solves the production problem of Soviet disaster of communism because it has now an open market that's running state capitalism, but still very wealth generating market.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can create the opposite of that in the West. If you can create a fascist oligarchy that decides to, sure, the people in the top are going to be the lords and ladies of the new aristocracy, and we are all going to be the serfs mined for our data and our pod while we enjoy our mealworms and crickets.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. We're just gonna live in the Matrix. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm remembering the Left Reckoning video that we were watching yesterday. We're responding to this. He's like, yeah, they're saying like, yeah, James, that's all they do. They exploit us for our data. That's it. You know, not our fucking wage slavery, just the data. They're stealing data, nothing else. Not like 8 hours of every fucking day of your life.
Look, the worst thing they can do to us is make us eat bugs. Okay, that's the worst thing.
The bugs and the crickets. But what is he talking about? Would you ever hang
the
your...
history of capitalism is people, little children, putting their arms into heavy machinery and losing them. It's not like that. That's what happens right now.
Yeah. The thing to be worried about is when you log on to Facebook on your phone and they're taking your data. Yeah, James, way to go. Big brain over here.
But it'll be equitable. So if you take that fascist structure and stick a communism inside of it, and then those are the two world powers, not exactly enemies, but frenemies. A communism with fascism inside next to a fascism with communism inside, and you let those things run next to each other, the natural process of the dialectic will eventually fuse all of it. And what you'll end up with is the kingdom. You'll end up with communism that works this time. And
that doesn't make sense to you? Do I need to play it again? You're not getting it?
I think you need to play it one more time because that was just too difficult, too high level for me. Yeah, that level 40 idea. I'm only a level 20 adventurer.
Seriously, I need to level up my stats, right? Do you think Glenn Beck is getting anything out? Do you think he's on this way? Do you think he's understanding, James? James is understanding James. That's the point. What am I asking?
I think Glenn Beck his eyes are just glazed over. He's thinking about, the nap he's going to take after this. That's what he's thinking about. And you know what? This is the most I've ever empathized with Glenn Beck.
Oh no. This is not what I meant to do. All right. Oh god. Let's see what he's got to say here.
That's the program.
Look at him.
And so that's
the face that I wish you saw before I asked that question. Do it again. Do it again, Glenn.
This time. And I think that's the program. And so they are definitely using the race.
Say what?
What? He's actually falling asleep.
He sort of is. I like how he shook his head like, what the fuck?
Marxists, because the Marxists are extraordinarily destabilizing. But the people who are funding this, the people who are dumping millions upon millions of dollars, billions of dollars into critical race theory to drag it out of the university where it should have kind of languished because it's stupid.
He just shoehorned CRT in there. Here we go.
Got funded out of the university. That's how. It didn't spontaneously get out of the university. Bags and bags and bags of cash got dumped into fueling these movements, especially around the Occupy Wall Street time.
Good heavens.
To protect the banks.
How did we get here?
The fascist...
How did we get there? I wasn't paying attention enough. All right. That was the worst thing I've ever seen. What are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts?
How do we end this segment?
I don't know. Like, I feel like, sometimes I watch a video that's just so bad. I feel like the only way to end it is like a series, like how they would end like a series finale in like a British sitcom where everyone just takes like arsenic and dies. That's sometimes that's what I feel like. That's the only way we can really end this. Like. Oh god. Those at home, please don't take arsenic. It's very toxic. Don't do that, please. I care about you.
Cue the Curbed Your Enthusiasm music.
Yeah. Oh god.
Well, Riverboatjack, I feel like I would I've taken advantage of too much of your time. I insist that we wrap this up, and I want to thank you so much for being with me, and specifically for just being cool and just vibing with me and of course talking through something with which we disagreed in a very reasonable, helpful way. I appreciate you very much. Yeah.
It's been a lovely conversation. Nice. I've loved being here.
Well, you were my first nooner. Is I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm calling them my nooners, just little chill, low-key chats. Again, like, I actually thought it was a little interesting that we got into a disagreement. I was not expecting to do that. So, but of course, thank you again for doing it in the way in which you did. And this is a lot of fun. I expect fully to try to invite you back in and do this again some other time because I just had a blast. Please let me know if I can be of service to you in any which way. All right, because this does mean a lot to me, and I thank you. All right, well, Riverboatjack, that's going to be that. Love your face, and we'll talk to you again soon. Okay.
Love your face. Talk soon.
All right. Thanks again. We'll see you later. See you later.
Bye.
All right.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. That was River.